All right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you as always. We didn't get much tennis today, did we? No, we didn't at all. Got one off the parlay. Taylor Fritz on the money line. Was never in doubt with that one. Still waiting on Draper, Tommy Paul, Felix OJ Aliassime. I'm quite certain they'll get it done for us tomorrow. Moving on to day two. Weather looks a lot better. I'm expecting us to get through the majority, if not all, of these games here. Nice little opportunity to actually win some cash. Before we get into it, just want to say 180 subscribers now. That's deserving to one of them folks well in. I appreciate that. Well happy with it. Um, yeah, like the video if you would. Subscribe if you would as well. I'd appreciate that. Just get right into it, innit? Just waste no time with these. First one I've got for you here. I'm just getting this one out the way early. Hugo Humbert, Fabian Marizan. What's the odds on this? I should have checked it. We're off to a fucking horrendous start here. What's the odds for this one? Am I going fucking blind? What's it out? 1.7. Humbert's a favourite. Ah, look. Can't remember what tournament it was, but we said, didn't we? It's over for us and Hugo Humbert for a short period of time anyway. It's the hope that kills you. We all know as sports fans, we all support a team, whether it be a football team, baseball, fucking NFL. We all want someone or something to do good. And we all know it's the hope that kills you. I've lost all hope with Hugo Humbert the past couple of months. I really have. He just doesn't look like himself. And every game, I got into a bit of a habit of just betting him every time because he was so good for me last year, and especially at the start of the season, he was fantastic. You couldn't go wrong with it, but how bad's it got to get before you realise, oh my god, this is fucking horrendous? I feel like I found myself in a bit of a situation similar to that with Hugo Humbert. Fabian Marizan, we know he's been playing clay court tennis the past couple of weeks. He's put some really good sets in against some decent opponents. I would not be surprised to see him beat Hugo Humbert here. Would not be surprised at all, and it's killing me to say it, but I wouldn't be picking Humbert. I just wouldn't. I'm not falling for it anymore. Uh, can't do it, can you? Seen a lot of people say, oh, home tournaments, Humbert's going to be well up for it. Yeah, you could say that, or we could take the contrary and say, you know, look at the shit losses he's accumulated over the past couple of weeks. Maybe all that just sort of mounds into one big pile of pressure. With pair that with the fact that it's his home tournament, he should be winning this game when he's not winning games. In this situation, I'd probably take the latter. I wouldn't be going with Hugo Humbert. It'd be Fabian Marizan or not, and decent little underdog to start you off. Not official from me. Game number two, Dusan Lazovic, Max Martin. Uh, Max Martin. If you've been on the channel for a while, or even if you are relatively new, you've probably heard me say at least once, like, Max Martin's becoming the new Max Purcell for me. I think it's anyone with the first name Max in tennis, stay away from it. Stay away. Max Martin's been crap, and I'm pretty sure he's only won 2 games at tour level all season. We faded the fuck out of this kid the past few weeks, didn't we? Grass season was it? With like just around Wimbledon time, we faded the fuck out of this guy, um, and we were right in doing so as well. Dusan Lazovic, we have spoke about him in the last couple of videos as well. We know what we're gonna get from him. We know what we're gonna get. Yeah, okay. At the arse end of his career, nothing wrong with that. Especially in this spot, he should be right should be right up for it for the Olympics. Um, when was the last time we seen Max Martin play? Was it against? Oh fuck, who was it? Shit. Surundalo. It was. Look, no, I didn't expect him to win, but he got absolutely beasted by Surundalo. Um, going off current form and just going off what we see with our own eyes and what we know with our own brain. Dusan Lazovic beats Max Martin tomorrow on the clay. no doubt about it. Bet on it. Bet on it. It's not an official from me, but it probably should be. I'm not confident in it. Game 3, Mutseg versus Nagal. Fuck this. Fuck this. Is anyone going to hold it against me if I just skip this one? No, didn't think so. I appreciate you. Mutseg probably gets it done. Although Nagal is tricky, anyhow. Look at me saying I'm going to skip it and then immediately going into it. No, I'm not bothering. There's well better games to look at than that. Like this one, Casper Ruud, Taro Daniel. I say better games. This one's just going to be a washout in it. Casper Ruud into. We watched Casper Ruud get absolutely fisted by Thiago Monteiro the other day, and it was worrying. It was quite a worrying sight. But every time Casper Ruud comes up against someone who's a bit taller or who just, I don't know, Casper Ruud in certain games just looks like a boy against a man. You get what I'm saying? Especially against Thiago Monteiro, that big fucking Brazilian beast. Most people look like boys against him, but Casper Ruud looked like a kid against him. He was just getting ran around the court. That forehand, he had no answers for it. Taro Daniel is not Thiago Monteiro. He's not as big. He's not as strong. Like, no. Casper Ruud gets this one done in straight set. This will be dead quick. Over just as it starts. Casper Ruud in two. Taro Daniel's lost his last 4 games now. You know, even if he was coming into this match on a shit hot streak, I still wouldn't fancy him to take a set. I really wouldn't. Casper Ruud into, if you've got to touch that one, don't know what the odds are going to be. Don't imagine they're much good. Moving on, when me fucking Word document decides to load, come on. That's really letting me down this year. I just want to start. Oh, yeah, we're on. Mios Raonic, Dominic Kepfer. Mios Raonic hasn't played a game on the clay since 2020. There's your pick for you right there. Pair that with the fact that this lad just can't stay fit anymore. Even when he is fit, he can't even get through a set, or if he does get through a set, he comes out of it unfit again. Don't bet on Raonic, bet on Dominic Kepfer if you've got to touch it. Um, ah, I want to know your thoughts on this one because I'm very tempted. This one is most likely going to be the first on the parlay tomorrow. Well, for day two's parlay anyway, you've got Artifice, Matteo Arnaldi. Now, straight off the bat, you're probably sitting there going, oh, I know the answer to this. Artifice, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm looking at Artifice here tomorrow. Contrary to what I've just said about Hugo Humbert in the home tournament, I think this will do wonders for Artifice, especially with the form that this kid's been in. Fantastic. We've loved us from Artifice the past couple of weeks. He's been brilliant. Um, Look, if you're going to beat Zverev on the clay, you're going to beat Arnaldi, aren't you? Arnaldi's been shit lately. Like, we know this. We know Arnaldi's been crap lately. Uh, where was it? Oh, it was in Hamburg as well. He beat Zverev in Hamburg, may I add, on the clay. I don't want to live in the world where you do that and then a couple of weeks later you just get walloped at home in the Olympics by Matteo Arnaldi, who's on an absolute skid at the moment. What's the head-to-head on this? Sorry, let me just check. I'm pretty sure I've seen this a few times, and I'm pretty sure Matteo Arnaldi's beaten a good few times. Unless I'm just talking shit. Where is it? Yeah, head-to-head's 4-0. Played each other 4 times. Artifice hasn't won one. If there's any time, and now he's a favourite as well, even though he's never beat this kid, that speaks volumes. The form he's in suggests that he's going to beat Matteo Arnaldi, but the question for you is, you know, am I looking at this through rose-tinted glasses because I want Artifice to win? You look at the stats, you look at recent form, is this just pure recency bias? Arnaldi's 4-0 in the head-to-head. We've just said Arnaldi's on a bit of a skid. Like, I admit that he is, that's a fact. look, we all love sport. We all support teams, whether that be football and whatever. I've just said all that shit. I'm not going to go into it. What's the one thing that when it's going bad and and the results aren't going the way it should and all that bollocks? What's the one thing that's going to pull you out of the rut as a team, as a player, or whatever? That's coming up against someone that I've got this kid's number. We absolutely fuck this team up every time. That's going to get us back on track. That's what I'm worried about with Matteo Arnaldi. It's the one thing he's got going for him. The one thing that he's got that Martafis hasn't got on this is a positive win record in the head-to-head. That should do. That should do wonders for your confidence. It would do, wouldn't it? You'd imagine it too. Oh, what Artifice is 1.47 now on the money line. It's dropping. It's fucking dropping, man. Worried about it. I'm worried about it because when I seen it and I didn't look at the odds, at first glance I went, yeah, Artifice done and dusted, forget about it. The more I think about it, maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I always say on most videos, don't overthink it, especially with the officials. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Fuck it. First official on the parlay, Artifice on the money line. Redemption time for him. It's going to be 4-1. Head to head's going to be 4-1. Come tomorrow night. Guarantee that. Put it in your back pocket. Let me know what you're going for there. Let's move on, shall we? So, next one. Dead quick. Echeverry, Thiago Sabo Field. Sabo Field, he's a hard one to predict, and he's a hard nut to crack, this kid. You just don't know what you're going to get. At least we know it's on the clay, so, we can at least set a baseline of what we expect. Echeverry, we didn't see him last week, did he? What was the tournament he pulled out of? I don't remember. He pulled out of one of the tournaments the other weeks. He was supposed to be playing Yannick Hanfman, if you remember, and we want to take him. Um, I'm just, if I'm going off the assumption that he's pulled out of that purely as a precaution because he wanted to be ready for the Olympics, then I've got no problem putting money on Echeverry to beat Sabo Field tomorrow. I really haven't. It was a lower back injury. We don't know how serious that is. I don't anyway. Like, I've got no information on how serious that is. Maybe he's pulled out and he's just desperately, desperately wants to be at the Olympics and he's went, fuck it, I'll just make do. And if that's the case, then I've got a major issue with putting money on him tomorrow. That'll be the deciding factor. I know no one can look into the future. I can't read minds. I don't know what his fitness levels are. Maybe that's just a little in play one. See how it goes. If it's still level 2-2, 3-3, maybe put some dough on Echeverry. But I wouldn't be putting dough on any of them, to be honest with you. Not on my money anyway. Rafa Nadal, Martin Fuskovic. Fuck. Ah, what do you want me to say about this? How fit is Nadal? That's the question, isn't it? That's the $1 million question. How fit is he? If you were asking me, I'd say he was rather fit based on what we've just seen a couple of days ago. Excuse me, my voice went then. He looked rather fit, played some good tennis, kept coming back from a set down as well, and yeah. Look, just the fact that Nadal is in and ready to go in a game for the Olympics and he hasn't come out and went, oh, there's this or there's that, just proves to me that he's going to win this game. Plain and simple. He's bound to be a favourite. How big of a favourite is Rafa Nadal? I wonder. 1.46, same as Artifice. Oh, am I going to be putting money on Nadal tomorrow? Probably fucking not. Probably not. I think my Nadal betting days are over. I think they're well behind me, if I'm being honest. If you're still not taking Nadal in 2024, fucking fair play to you. Fair play to you, folks. Dedication, that dedication. And you know what? It's still coming in, innit? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm saying I don't know why people bet on Nadal in 2024. He still wins. He still wins. So, fuck me. I think Nadal wins this one as well. 100%. First game in the Olympics, his last Olympics as well, bear in mind. Nadal gets that one done. Oh, fuck. Does it go on the accumulator? It might do. If it's pinned, it's pinned. If it's not, it's not. You know what to do. Don't know where to go next. Don't know where to go. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of this one, innit? Get this one out of the way. Nicholas Yari, Alexei Popperin. No chance am I putting anything on that. No chance am I putting money on that. I tell you what, if I knew for certain that Nicholas Yari was taking them fucking Brazilian vitamins that he got popped for back in 2020, maybe I'd put some money on him, but that sounds bad. But clean Nicholas Yari, nah, I'm not putting any money on you. Yakov Mensah, Shevchenko, is that? Ooh, that's a good one. Yakov Mensah and Shevchenko. I'll tell you what, Yakov Mensah's going to win that one. I think Jakub Mensah's going to win that one. He's fit again. He's back fit. He looked decent in Croatia last week. Was it Croatia? I think it was. Bit of a quick turnaround. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Bit of a quick turnaround for him. Providing he's not absolutely blown out of his ass from Croatia, he gets this one done, in my opinion. Shevchenko, I don't say I've got the hiccups now. Not in the middle of the video. Um, Shevchenko, this kid's been struggling with form all season. As a matter of fact, I can't remember the last time this kid won back-to-back games. I really can't. On his day, he does have the ability to give anyone a decent fight. He really does. I just don't think he beats Jakob Mensah. I think Mensah's just bigger, stronger, harder, better, faster, stronger, all that shit. It'll be the fatigue. The fatigue that'll be what kills him here if it's going to be anything. But as far as the quality goes, you've got to give the edge to Jakob Mensah, haven't you? No doubt about it. Oh fuck yeah! Sebastian Baez and Thiago Monteiro are playing each other here. Jesus Christ! You just know there's going to be some fuckery in this. This stinks of fuckery. This game. Um, we know how good Sebastian Baez is on the clay, although he absolutely ratted us the other day, didn't he, against Hugo Gaston? Absolutely dogged us. So I woke up thinking about that today, funnily enough. Fucking Sebastian Baez on my mind. Yeah, that guy become the enemy the other day. I couldn't believe it. It is the clay, and I'm seeing Baez this, Baez that. Baez my arse, mate. Thiago Monteiro. I'm convinced this guy is still taking Brazilian vitamins. He's going to be too strong for Sebastian Baez. I swear down, I'm confident of it. Surely, if you're sitting there watching this after what Baez has just put us through the other day, you cannot be serious if you're sitting there going, oh yeah, Baez, it's got to be it. Let's put our money on Baez. Get the fuck out of it, mate. Get out of here. No chance. No chance. It'd be Thiago Monteiro or not. And I bet you he's a decent dog. But Sebastian Baez, I'm just going to say, I'm not actually because it was only the one game, but let's see how overpriced Sebastian Baez is here. 1.41. Knew it. I'd just be taking Thiago Monteiro out of spite. Even though I can't remember what game I watched him play. Was it Thomas Mahatch? I watched him play a game as well, and I was like, oh, he fucking stunk the gaff out too. This is no, this is a bad game. Bad vibes coming from that game. I just stay well away from it. It's something for us, especially for us. This guy only plays for us, and you know it. Pedro Martinez, Andrea Vavasori. Vavasori is quite the step down from Yannick Sinner. I must say, Martinez been playing really good this year. Really good the past few weeks. Really good season overall. Cannot say the same about Vavasori. It wouldn't even matter if we could. Pedro Martinez is just well better than him. Vavasori's not even in the top 200, I don't think. Excuse me a second. Oh, he's literally outside the top 200. What the fuck am I going on about? Pedro Martinez smokes this fool in two. And you know what? He best not fuck me over with the odds here. Where is he? Where are you, Pedro? I mean, 1.44. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? We're taking Artificial. If I'd taken Nadal as well. I'm not, but at that price, I would take Nadal. I'm taking Pedro Martinez as well. Parlay piece all day. Lock it in. He gets that one done. I'm certain of that. Uh, Zverev beats Xiaomi Munar as well. End of. Zverev gets that one done in two. Nothing to discuss there. Last few, if you're still watching, oh, this is a decent one as well. These I may have saved the best for last year. Yeah, that weren't smart. Anyway, if you're still watching, best for last. Alex de Minaur, Jan-Lennard Struff. What a banger this is going to be. I can't wait for this. Usually, in the past, well, say in the past, and when it's not on the clay, you take de Minaur in this spot, don't you? I've done anyway in the past, and it's came in. Struff on the clay, different beast. Different beast. Like hardcore Struff, so good, but he's been really good on the clay this season, and let's give him that. I'm not so sure how fit de Minaur is. I haven't seen him since Wimbledon, where he pulled out, and I don't even think he's played much on the clay, has he? I'm trying to get de Minaur's clay record for this season. I need to start doing all this shit beforehand, don't I? Anyway, it's irrelevant. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. You can look it up yourself, can't you? When did these play each other last? French Open? Look, it's got to be Struff, hasn't it? If you bet on de Minaur to win this, you're just going into it blindly, and yeah, he's an underdog as well. Thought so. Thought so. That says it all. Struff at 1.75. Harder, better, bigger, faster. Well, not faster, definitely stronger. I think Struff gets it done on the money line, 1.75. Fuck it, while we're here, one unit lock. We're back on business with the unit locks as of right now. Jan-Lennard Struff, 1.7, 1.8 at BetMGM. I think that, oh no, Bet365, pardon me. 1.8 unit lock. Get it on. Get it in. Get it on. What are you doing? Sabilo and Safulim. Not Roman Safulim. There you go. Alejandro Sabilo on the clay. Yeah, yeah. Not many people make this kid look shit on the clay, do they? We seen him play Berrettini the other day, and he kept it so close. This lad is a really good player. Like, I'm gonna sound like a bit of a fucking hipster here, aren't I? But I spotted Sabilo. I'm not gonna say ages ago because I didn't, but I had my eye on Sabilo when he was just sort of, on the cusp of coming round, and before everyone was really not onto who he was. But as I imagine a lot of you, if you watch your tennis, you'll know what I'm talking about. You could see it coming with this lad. You could see it coming with Sabilo. Now it's here. He is most definitely a force to be reckoned with. On the clay, of course. So Fueling, can't trust him. Can't trust this sneaky Russian as far as I can throw him. Sabilo or nothing. Decent little parlay piece once again. If you're going for that, let me know. I don't think Safueling does him on the clay. Uh, wow. Look, so these last two, these sort of meld into one another here because Sarundalo's playing one and Musetti's playing another one. These two are actually playing each other in the final right now. As a matter of fact, that should be well over by now. Who's won that? Who's won that? I'd say Musetti won that. Where was it? Umak? Was it Croatia? Sarundalo done him. Sarundalo's just beat him 2-1. Tiebreaker in the third. Wow. Wow. I'm pretty sure, didn't someone say in the comments in yesterday's video, they reckon Sarundalo takes the final? Well done. Well played. Uh, Long game for both of them. I was going to put Lorenzo Musetti on the parlay. I'm not so confident in it anymore. He is playing Gael Monfils. He should beat him. He should beat Gael Monfils there, shouldn't he? Let's be real about it. Same with Sarundalo. He's playing Thomas Barrios Vera. Although this kid only comes out on the clay, doesn't he? Not a clay worm. Rough, man. I'm really starting to reconsider. Really starting to reconsider. Um, Musetti took that first set by storm, and I was like, we are dead quick in the bag. Both of these will be locks. Now it's went the distance. I'm not so sure. Going from Croatia, playing that game, having to go to France, and then playing a game tomorrow might be a bit too much, you know. Might be a bit too much. I'm not so sure. If the circumstance, if it was a different circumstance, I'd just pick Musetti and I'd pick Sarundalo, no questions about it. They've just played a long game. Be very careful with that one. I don't think I'm going to make that an official any longer anyway. It always was an official, but not anymore. Let me know what you think on it. That's all of them, really. Yeah, that is all of them, right? I know, but had a long one here, haven't we? Who cares? Who cares? If you're here for the picks, you're here for the picks. It doesn't matter how long it is, does it? What are we going for? It's what really matters. What are we going for? More importantly, what are you going for? Let me know in the comments. Best bets, lock of the day, all that shite. Parlays, Olympics, WTA, Challenger, whatever you've got. UFC, UFC tonight. That's starting soon. I can't fucking wait for that. And Great Britain going to show you how we do it in the fight game here. They're going to absolutely terrorise that UFC card. I can't wait for it. Leon Edwards, lock. Aspinall, lock. Mick Parkin, lock. Loughran, did I say his name? Carlin Loughran, absolute lock. Get them all in. None of them lose. I'm pretty sure Nathaniel Wood wins as well. Five of the best, all from the Brits. Thank me tomorrow if you're still watching. Right then. Shit, I haven't even done my officials. I know, got sidetracked there, didn't I? Taking out a feast. I'm going to take out a feast. I'm going to double that up with Pedro Martinez on the money line. Don't know what the odds are going to be. Hopefully, you get plus money for that. I know on Bet365 you get that little accumulator boost, so even if it's just under evens, that boost might just nudge it over. So, food for thought. If you can get it in your state, if you're in the United States, obviously, get 365. You won't be disappointed. Pedro Martinez, Art of Feast, that's the double. Unit lock, Jan Leonard Struff, all day. Or you can put that on the accumulator. Can't talk you off any. Let me know what you're going for. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. As always, yeah, 180 of yous now, folks. That's alright, innit? That's alright with me. Been getting more and more every day. I just keep waking up to another 4, another 5, another 4, another 5. Before you know it, we'll be right where we need to be. But as for now, we're on track. We're on the right track anyway. And you know what? I'd say we're right where we need to be now. Before we know it, we'll be right where we want to be. How's about that? Okay then. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. I appreciate you more than you know. Let's go get some cash then, folks. Enjoy the tennis. See you tomorrow.